first Australian Story Live. We are so thrilled that you could all come out tonight. Saying the word story reminds me of the powerful and rich storytelling tradition of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. And so, of course, I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and future, because it's their land on which we are all gathered tonight. What do you think of Gina's episode? Well, we are so lucky because that force of nature herself is with us tonight. Would you please welcome Gina Chick?
Thanks for having me.
Wow. What's it like to watch other people talking about their impressions of you?
Yeah, but they're all people I love. So, you know, it's not like they've gone out and like trolled through the dastardly 90s and found, you know, someone from a back corner of a nightclub and trucked them out.
Oh,
I mean, these are all people who are pretty much, you know, in the marketing department.
Yeah. That's all right. I tell you what did actually hit the cutting room floor, but it was a really lovely anecdote. It was your sister talking about how you never want to see a sausage roll again because you had to eat so many sausage rolls in the lead up to Alone.
Yes, yeah. Actually, it's the licorice bullets. I ate 460 grams of licorice bullets in a day. The first shot started about 3 hours later. The last shot was about 3 days later. No more licorice bullets.
So the program tonight opened with shots of you getting ready for the Logie Awards, which was a few weeks ago. What's this journey been like where you've gone from Gina in the bush to Gina on the red carpet and kind of this environment that's about as manufactured and far away from nature as you could get?
Yeah, it's wild. But, you know, I think there's a bit of a Cinderella in me as well. You know, I love dressing up, as you saw with the possum coat. You know, part of it was practical and part of it is because I think I do have a bit of an inner diva, even if it's a bush diva. Like there's something about me, it's probably from the 90s actually, from being a bit of a diva on Oxford Street. So I found that the whole Alone journey is actually letting me express all of these different parts of myself. And there's a context where it's like, okay, red carpet, do the whole thing, but do it barefoot. You know, and I've managed to get away with not wearing shoes for anything so far, and now it's a brand. But more seriously, I feel like a wild person. I feel like a wild creature in a human body. And for me, it's really important to spend time in the wilderness, spend time connecting with nature. But it's also, I'm in a body in this time, in this life, in a modern world. And so I'm interested in survival skills in all the jungles. So it's about being able to stitch the worlds together.
To take your jungle analogy, so say if you had to survive in a concrete jungle like Tokyo for a year or 2 years, do you feel like you'd be able to do that?
I'd be able to do that, but I wouldn't be a very happy wolf in that one. And I would find ways to then go out and find wilderness as little oases. Anywhere where there's grass and a bird, I can find it. If there's a tree, I can find it. The more grass, the more birds, the more trees, the more I can expand. But if I had to do it in Tokyo, in a one-block park, you'd probably find me on my tummy, like watching the ants and, you know, having conversations with them.
So how have Australians responded to you when they see you in real life after having watched Alone?
It's the most gratifying thing. I was expecting to get trolled. Like that bully kid in me was like, really? Really? Are we going to do this? And then I found the most staggering thing, which has been that there has been zero trolling. Like none. Like who gets that? And so as a result, when I walk down the street, people come up and they are like so happy and so grateful and they want to connect. And like I want to connect, like I'm making a stand for connection. So if someone comes up and they're like, oh my goodness, my kids love watching you, or my 90-year-old mother thinks you're great, or we've just built a fire in the backyard, or we're going camping, or many of the people who come to stop me are women, and especially postmenopausal women. Yeah.